Hey everyone, David here from the Five and Dime, and this is a gifted cedar chest that was given to me by my friend Jackie, and it was in great shape physically as far as the whole shape and structure, very sound, but it needed some updating. Lovely orangey lacquered finish and that lovely stain that's on top as well. So the first thing we're going to do is come in with White Lightning and give it a good clean and make sure that we have everything cleaned, rinsed well, and whatever you do, do not forget the inside and the bottom. It's important that the whole thing is clean inside and out. You're going to give it a rinse with clean water once you're done. Next up, I came in and I used a carbide scraper to get rid of that nasty orange lacquer that was on top of it. And one of the biggest reasons of going in with the carbide scraper and really getting into it was because the top had a very textured finish on it and I wanted a smooth finish, and I also wanted to stain this. So carbide scraper, and then of course my handy dandy Surf Prep sander to get it nice and smooth. Now we have to tackle the stain. So this stain was like deeply ingrained into the wood, and I had a lot of issues. I didn't want to sand it too far. I didn't want to bring it down, create holes, possibly, etc., because it is a veneer. So barkeeper's friend. And so this did take 3 applications of cleaning it, scrubbing it, letting it sit for a few hours, rinsing it, and then again repeating it 3 times. Dixie Mud, fill in all the little dings, scratches, and gouges, and then I sanded those back to smooth. I love this color. It's American Honey No Pain Gel Stain by Dixie Belle Paint Company. And all I've done is I have a rubber glove underneath the sock, and the sock made the application really easy because it really helped me to control, wipe back as well as apply at the same time. And absolutely gorgeous. The great thing is that the stain is slightly noticeable still, and after 2 applications, no longer visible at all. So there you go. For the body of this cedar chest, I'm using the color Black Sands from Dixie Belle Paint Company's Silk Mineral Paint line. That has a built-in primer and a built-in top coat, so I didn't need to worry about having to use an additional primer on the body of this in case of bleed through, etc., because of the fact that it is a dark color. And after two coats, absolutely beautiful. I love using a roller on large flat surfaces, and then I'll use my brush to go into any of the details, etc. Don't forget to wipe off any metals if you get it on there. Next up, I'm using the Lotus Bloom Stencil and Gilding Wax in black. Now, the funny part about this is that I only have one brush that I typically use for my Gilding Wax, and I clean it out relatively good typically. I must have left it from the last application because there was actually some gold in it as well. So although it wasn't ideally what I was looking for, it actually turned out quite well because I ended up with this shimmer of gold on top of using the black as well. And I actually really like how the effect turned out because it's not uniform, it's not consistent. As you can see, there's little bits of gold that just peek through. When using Gilding Wax, make sure that you do buff away any excess. It is an oil-based product, so it is the last thing that you'll do. And I would suggest doing this after sealing, but again, because silk has a built-in top coat and it's the body of the piece, I did not give it any additional sealer. I just used the silk. On the top, just to make it a little more consistent in coloring, I wanted to try and see if I could even the tone out a little bit. I used the Best Dang Wax in brown. And the Best Dang Wax in brown just to help to seal it. And secondly, just again, give it that little bit of consistency and color across the top, and I think it worked out beautifully. So here is the end result. Ta-da! And I absolutely love how this turned out. I think it's beautiful, and it is just like a really stunning update on a traditional piece. All right, ciao for now.